Hi everyone, welcome back to Simz Vidz. I first want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for all the comments that I got, both online and personal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything that was said. And because of those comments, it inspired me to do this video. So, if you have not seen my last video, What Changed My Life, watch that video before you watch this video. So let's just get into it. So a lot of people was asking, what did I do in order to cope with my anxiety and depression? So I'm just gonna break it down for you. Obviously, I spoke about me doing therapy. Therapy was a big thing for me. It really helped me in a lot of things that I was dealing with. My therapist, what she had me do was journal. And there was two types of journaling. One where it was a bit more like I really had to think when I was doing it. It was a bit more detailed. It had 3 columns: what happened, rate your mood, and your reaction. So in the what happened column, you would write what the situation at hand is. Then you would rate your mood from 1 to 10. 1 being mild, 5 being moderate, and 10 being severe. And then your reaction. In that column, you would talk about how you would have reacted differently and what are some of the things that you could have done to make the outcome different. I really liked that method because anytime I made an entry, which the entries were daily, I had to dissect the situation at hand. And it made me think about what I was dealing with at the moment. So that method I did for about 3 or 4 months. And then I moved on to just normal journaling, which, you just write your thoughts. And, you don't have to spend a long amount of time journaling. You could just journal for maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's totally up to you. It all depends on what you're writing about. If you want to write 5 pages, that's up to you. But journaling was an effective method for me. It really did help me. Another method I did was breathing. Deep breathing really helped me to relax. Whenever I was starting to feel anxious, I would, just close my eyes and slowly breathe in and then breathe out. And I would do that for I would try to do it for about a minute or 2. Or sometimes I would just, breathe in, breathe out 1, breathe in, breathe out 2. And I would do that for maybe 5, So I did my therapy. Through therapy, I did my 2 types of journaling, and then I did my deep breathing. What I also did was start going to the gym. Going to the gym, it just helped me just to focus on what I wanted to do for my health wise. And when you're dealing with anxiety and depression, most cases, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to cook. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to travel. You don't want to drive. You don't want to go to doctor's appointments. So going to the gym was something that actually took me out of the house. It gave me somewhere to go. Even though I wasn't comfortable in going and it was out of my comfort zone, I pushed myself to go. Another thing I did was taking walks. I tried to do nature walks, and that was good as well. What I would do is I would go to parks and I would just look up in the sky and, look at the birds, look at the clouds. I would just look at things that was going on around me. And, that gave me peace as well. Another thing I did was music. Me personally, with that one, what I did is I went through my music list and I just chose certain songs that had a message, something that I could relate to. And what I would do is I would just put my headphones in, close my eyes, and I would just listen to the lyrics. Or I would get instrumental music and I would just listen to the rhythm, the beat of the song. And that was very beneficial also. Another thing I did was listen to different sounds. Like when I was at the park, I would listen to the sound of the stream, water. Me, I really love listening to the sound of rain. I don't know what it is, but the sound of rain, it just calms me. It just puts me in a different type of space. There are apps out there that you can download on your phone that offers different types of sounds, whether it be nature sounds or maybe white noise or, just anything that, you enjoy listening to. I actually bought, it's this little machine that has different sounds. You can actually get those off of Amazon. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but they're just little devices. And it has like different sounds. Some of the diffusers comes with these things as well, where it has white sounds and sounds of different things. But anywho, listening to different sounds, in particular rain for me, really calmed me down. Something what I also did was, because I wasn't sleeping, that was a big downfall for me with my anxiety. And even up to this day, my sleep still isn't all that great. But what I try to do is drink chamomile tea. Chamomile, it's supposed to relax you. Some people will use lavender to smell, So really, it's trying to find something that you're comfortable in doing and you can stay consistent, because consistency is key when you're dealing with anxiety. You want to kind of put yourself in a routine to do things, so you're not just laying about, isolating yourself from the world. You're actually trying to do things to help your moods, What I will say is when I was dealing with my anxiety, I got a lot of judgment. And it really bothered me because people just wasn't understanding what I was going through. And I did not really know how to explain to people what I was going through. And just the judgment that I received, it was really hurtful. What I did do though is I did have a small circle, because talking about what you are going through is so important. Try not to hold it in, try to talk about it, but you have to trust who you're talking to. I only had a couple of people that I would actually open up to and know that whatever it is that we were talking about was staying, between us. So having a little village, or little circle, it's beneficial also. What a lot of people think is, oh, when I start going to therapy, the anxiety is gonna go away. I can't speak for other people. I could only speak for myself. The anxiety doesn't go away. Through therapy, you're given the tools to cope with your anxiety. You're given certain things to diffuse, to dissect, so you can kind of understand yourself, why you're possibly feeling the way that you're feeling. What can you do to kind of make yourself feel better, And I must say that if you are really serious about doing the work to put yourself in a better space, you can, It just depends on what you're willing to do. And in doing that, as I said in my last video, you need to choose yourself, and set goals for yourself, and realistic goals, set goals for yourself. Like, I want to start, let's say you don't want to go anywhere. Your anxiety has you in a state where you just want to be locked away and you just don't want to do anything. Set goals for yourself where I'm going to go for a walk today, even if it's in your neighborhood, or you want to know what? I'm going to go to the gym. So, things like that. Make them realistic. Don't overdo it. When you're setting your goals, don't overdo it. Listen to your body, because your body will tell you what you can and cannot do. And it's so important to listen to your body. I really hope that those of you who are dealing with anxiety and depression, that you're not allowing people to tell you that you do not have worth, because you do. Just because you have anxiety does not mean that you do not have worth. You do have worth. And you really don't have to prove anything to anyone, just yourself. So please remember that. So with that little snippet, those are things that I did to cope. And I'm going to say, every day is different. For some people, they have really bad days, and then they have awesome days. And then there are people that still trying to find their way. And even with that, that's okay. What's important is that you do find your way and you do find things that work for you. So I'm hoping that what I just shared with you, maybe you can try, and maybe something out of what I said will help you. And that's my goal, is, trying to give you like ideas. If you don't know how to start with journaling if you're not ready for the therapist yet. Or if you don't want to journal because you don't want to rehash memories, Go to the gym, you know, listen to music. Like go for that walk, you know, talk to your friend. There are things that you can do, but you just have to find your comfort zone. And I'm really hoping that whoever is watching this video and they're dealing with these things, I really do, truly do hope that you do find your comfort zone and you're able to see some type of light, because there is light. As I said, there is light at the ending of the tunnel. You just have to dedicate yourself to do the work in order to get to where you want to be. So, my beautiful people, thank you so much for joining me in this video and listening to my journey, which I hope will help you in yours. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I so appreciate everyone that reached out to me. And as I said before, if you are comfortable in commenting, do so. And I will try my best to answer whatever it is that you're asking me. But please remember, I'm not a professional. I'm speaking off of my own journey, my own struggles, my own stuff. And I just hope that I can inspire you the way how some things have inspired me. So we'll see you in the next video. Take care.